AEW Grand Slam Australia took place last Saturday, so let's get into it. First, I have to say, the presentation, I thought they did a great job. The look, the feel of the show was really good. And when I was watching the first match, I was like, what is going on with the ring? Because I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me, but yes, the ring was smaller. And I guess apparently a lot of people were like making that a big deal online. I'm like, okay, it's not really an issue. It is what it is kind of thing. So anyway, Ospreay and Kenny Omega, they teamed up to take on Takeshita and Fletcher. So let me tell you, this match right here, I was not a fan of this match. First, there was one part in the match, like I guess like maybe towards the first few minutes of the match, Takasha was waiting outside of the ring. He was waiting for Ospreay to dive on him. And it looked just so phony. And the fact that you could just see sometimes Fletcher and Takesha, they were waiting outside, for the next spot. It just looked kind of phony, so I wasn't a fan of that. And then also, for the majority of this match, or maybe half of the match, all four of the guys were in the ring at the same time. And this was not a tornado tag team match, it was just a regular tag team match. So I'm like, okay, at that point, why just make it, why didn't they make it a no DQ match, tag team match, or just a tornado match? So I really did not get that. But pretty much the finish of this match, Omega had to catch up for the one wing angel, and then Ospreay uh, went onto the top rope and he hit the hidden blade, and then Kenny Omega hit the one wing angel on Takesha, and he got the 1, 2, 3. All those guys, Takesha, Fletcher, Will Ospreay, and Kenny Omega, I like all of them. I think that all of those guys can go in the ring. They are just super athletic. But the thing is, they don't know how to work a match. Or I mean, I know they can do it, but like their last several matches, there's no psychology. There's no psychology, there's no selling. You have to sell the moves. You can't just hit a devastating move and then get back up and just do move after move and not sell. And it's just I don't know, it's just ridiculous to me. But I wasn't really crazy about this first match. The match could have been a lot better. They could have sold the moves, make the moves mean something. To me as a fan, I want you to sell me this match, make it feel important. That's just how I feel. And then the next match was Mercedes versus Harley for the TBS Championship. You know what? I know this might sound crazy, but I actually like this match better than the first match. And Harley, you know what? I like her. I think she's super talented. She's animated, and I think she's good on the mic. And just her, I guess her charisma is just, I just really like it. But so with this match, Harley, you could tell there was a few spots where she was a little off with her timing. A little, a couple, a few sloppy spots. But other than that, I thought that this was not a bad match at all. I really thought it was a decent match. The only thing I wasn't crazy about is when Harley grabbed the puppet. She grabbed the puppet a couple of times, so that just seemed kind of phony. And pretty much towards the end, Harley Harley was going for, I think she was going for a move off the top rope, and she missed it, or I believe she missed it or whatever, or Mercedes Moné put her knees up. I can't remember exactly what happened, but then pretty much Mercedes hit a sloppy moneymaker to retain her championship. So that match was, like I said, overall decent. I think they have to take the title off of Mercedes because at this point it's getting kind of old. She has four or five titles, and those titles they don't really mean anything to me as a fan. So I don't know. So anyway, after that there was a backstage promo with Kenny Omega and Ospreay, and Kenny Omega, he said a few things, saying, I guess he was, yeah, that's what it was. He said he was going to challenge Takesha. He wants to challenge Takesha at Revolution for the international championship. And then after that, Kenny Omega said to Will Ospreay, "What do you have to say?" And then Ospreay was saying, "I want to challenge Fletcher in a cage match at Revolution." And what was so kind of weird to me is that when Ospreay was talking, Kenny Omega looked like he was just out of it. It was just kind of, I don't know, just his facial expression. It was just a little off. So I don't know. It was just kind of weird to me. I don't know. And then Adam Copeland and Jay White had a match, a tornado tag team match against Moxley and Claudio. And this match, you know what? Even though, there was a lot that was going on with this match, tables, chairs, Yuta and Miss Marina, they interfered. But you know what? With that being said, and not me, and I'm not a fan of Moxley, I didn't think this was a bad match. I mean, yes, they went all over the place, but actually, I actually found this match entertaining. But pretty much, Moxley choked out Copeland, and they won the match. The Death Riders. But what was so weird that Moxley was like throwing a temper tantrum after the match. I'm like, okay, what is going on? Moxley, I must say, when he first came out, I was thinking of backyard wrestling. When when he came out to the ring, I don't know why, but Moxley, they have to get the title off of Moxley. He has just not been a good champion. And the whole thing with the championship in the briefcase is just weird to me. And then the next match was Buddy Matthews versus Okada for the Continental Championship. And you know what? I thought this match was all right. I really like Buddy Matthews. I feel like AEW could and should do something with him. And to me, even though there was no build up with this match, but why couldn't they surprise us and take the title off of Okada? Okada, I haven't really liked like any of his matches. The one match that I really enjoyed was when Okada had a match against Pac. I thought that was a really good match. And then his match against Ricochet, and then also Will Ospreay, even though they weren't the greatest or anything, but that's like the last time he looked decent to me. But Okada is just, I don't know, get the title off the guy. It doesn't make any sense. Pretty much Okada hit a low blow. He, distracted the referee and hit the low blow on Matthews, and then hit him with the Rainmaker. So I was like, ah. And then the main event was Toni Storm versus Mariah May. And this was not a bad match. This match was, I feel like overall this was a decent match. Pretty much, Storm powerbombed Mariah, and then she hit the Storm Zero. And then Mariah rolled out of the ring. Then eventually Mariah got back into the ring to hit. I believe she was trying to hit her finisher. Yeah, Mariah was going for it. She hit her finisher on Toni Storm, and then she tried to hit her finisher again on Toni Storm, but then Toni Storm got pinned her, rolled up Mariah May for the win. So that was just, I know a lot of people online, they were saying, why, that finish of the match, yeah, it would have made sense for Storm to actually hit her move and to pin her, but I don't think there's anything wrong with a roll up. But I think it would have made more of an impact. And I guess what I'm thinking is that they're going to probably have a second match, Mariah May and Toni Storm. So maybe they were trying to protect her, even though it just would have made sense for Toni Storm to hit the Storm Zero and then just get the regular 1, 2, 3. Overall, I would say with this show, I thought it was a decent show. And I like, a 2-hour show. And this was, even though, technically Collision, but I think with AEW, this format, like with their pay-per-views, they should actually, use this kind of format that they use. They should have maybe the pay-per-view should be, 6 or 7 matches. Maybe 6 matches. I think that's good. And just have it, the runtime should be maybe 2 hours and 30, 2 hour and 30 minutes to 3 hours. So I think that will be good for them, but I don't know. With Tony Khan, he's going to put on, 20 matches, and the show's going to be like 4 hours, 5 hours, which is just insane. But please take care, have a good one, and be safe out there.